Anderson back with you on the Sparkler Live stage. Thad Anderson and Tommy Walker. My game is all about finesse. That's all I got. And this is finesse softball out of the Detroit, Michigan area, the general Detroit area. Although you're a big enough name in Michigan, I imagine you got a few kids driving from here and there.
Well, yeah, we get a few from even as far away as New York.
Oh,
so we get them from all over.
That takes a little bit of an investment.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Make that trip. Tommy joining us. We got, what we decide, 6 of your teams here in Colorado now.
Correct.
And you've been doing this event and any variety of Triple Crown events for a bunch of years.
Oh, without a doubt.
Why are you in Colorado?
Well, you know, we're here for the kids. It's really a lot about showcasing the kids and getting them out into these kind of tournaments where they not only can see the talent that they may see down the road, but also get them in front of the college coaches so they can put out their resume so they can be able to one day play for one of those colleges.
I guess I'll say it's easy. I don't want to underserve it, but it's pretty easy at this event to point to all the success stories about recruiting.
Yes.
Because there's, and we got players playing in the NPF showcase game over here who played as young players here on their club teams, and now they're playing professional softball. But for you, particularly within the Finesse organization, what are a few of your, I know it's hard to single them out, but some success stories you guys have? You've sent a lot of kids on to good opportunities.
Well, we have one that's right now trying to go for the Olympics. Her name is Amanda Chittister. She had played for us for a number of years. I mean, we started her out, and she went to the University of Michigan. She did well. She did well. She played many different positions for the University of Michigan, did well for the University of Michigan, went on to play for the U.S. national team. Now when they're getting ready she's now trying to get herself ready for the U.S. Olympics when they're looking like they're going to try to bring the Olympics back with that sport.
Yeah. Tommy Walker, Finesse Softball President, assistant coach with the 18s team. You got 20 teams in the organization from 10-year-old to 18-year-old level, and it's the 31st year of Finesse Softball.
Correct.
And the name Finesse has kind of a fun little background to it.
Yes, it is. And it started from a guy's name is Denny Slimmergan. He was vice president in Elaine Curtis working for Finesse. He had a daughter that he started off with, and he started out in slow pitch. We started out as a slow pitch organization, and we slowly continued to build it. I came along and started the first with a guy named Bill Martin, and we had a 14-year-old team. It was the first 14-year-old team they ever had because they were only 18. And from there, we took that first team to being the number 3 team in the country. And we just put together some players from that point in time. And we just continued to keep building it. So, and now we're in fast pitch now, which is a great thing.
Well, you played baseball and a little pro ball in your day in the Pirates organization. When you contrast softball and baseball, are there things you like more about the game of softball more than you liked about baseball?
Well, it's the speed of the game. I mean, in baseball, again, you get your delays because, pitcher's going to warm the ball up a little bit. He's going to try to hold it a little bit, and then he's going to throw the pitch. In this game, you got to be quick. I mean, it's not about how hard you're able to throw the ball. It's how quick you can make a transition. It's how quick you can think on your feet. It's a lot about your IQ, and then it's a lot of great athletes that can really make a lot of plays happen in a lot of fast times. So it's really big.
Finesse softball continues to have quite a presence on the national competitive scene. And there's a presence right back there. You had some finesse happening here in some all-star games.
Yes.
You want to tell us about a couple of representatives back there?
Oh, yeah. We got 2 of them. We got Sarah Kirsten.
Come on up here. Let's see them.
We got Laura Saborski. They just was in the all-star game. It just got finished.
This is your slot right here.
Yes.
That's where you fit.
This is my
so
baby.
Tell us more about them.
There's some great players. I mean, these were players that I got really very young. As a matter of fact, I got her as a player that we started out in clinics, and I had her off to the side. And then I kept telling her, I says, one of these days, you're going to be with the rest of those kids. And she not only got to be with the rest of the kids, she superseded that. This kid right here, we brought along, she came along with us from another organization this year. Fantastic. We started working with what we have a fielding club. It was named after me, Tommy Walker Fielding Club. We work with these kids over in the wintertime about their fielding, their defense. We work with them over the wintertime and with their hitting. And again, the results is that they put in the work, and guess what? You get this kind of result. So I'm very proud of them.
So if I understand right, they were in an all-star game, and actually from that all-star game got picked for a next-level all-star game because they were the all-stars of the all-stars.
Correct. Exactly. And again, this is the first year that these kids have ever been playing in this kind of tournament. So, again, I to them, tribute to them because in a big stage like this, they're able to perform. So I'm very proud of them.
So we don't have an extra microphone here. So what I do is I take this off, and then I'm going to – so you're going to have to talk. Just get ready. So we just go like this, and it becomes a microphone. So first we're going to do word association. So if I say Tommy Walker, and you had one word you could say, I say Tommy Walker, you say –
Amazing.
Amazing. Well, that's not bad. It's a good start.
I like that.
I don't know if she took your – okay,
I'm thinking about it.
Okay, give you a second. Okay, ready? Tommy Walker.
Fast.
Fast? Amazing and fast.
Fast-paced.
Wow, fast-paced. Yeah, nobody's ever said that about me, but it's nice to see somebody get that kind of thing. So tell us about this. So you played an all-star game right over here just now. What I want to hear what that's like. What's the experience of play? You're mixing these dugouts with a bunch of kids you've never met before, never played with them before, trying to figure out how to make outs together. But it's more than that too, right? There's a little more that happens. Tell us about what that's like.
It's awesome. It's a great experience to get to gel with these kids in such a quick time and to be playing at such a high level. So to be competing with those kind of girls in this tournament in front of a bunch of college coaches, it's just an amazing experience.
Well, congratulations on the opportunity. So I want to also know you come from Michigan. It's kind of humid there sometimes. Feel how crisp the air is here. Do you need some lotion though? It's kind of dry out here. So I want to hear about from a player's perspective. What's it like to make the Colorado trip, and what do you think you'll remember 20 years from now about making the trip?
My favorite thing is the atmosphere of this tournament. The competitiveness is phenomenal. It's great to compete with teams from all around. A lot of teams from California and Texas. The competition is just absolutely phenomenal.
Well, we're going to finish with Tommy, so we'll let you. Sorry, we didn't warn you were doing this, but the Eye Blacks, you nailed it. Good job.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations on the All-Star selections.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, so are they really that cool, or they just look good on camera?
You know, there's some good kids. I mean, we get to work with them. They come in with their eyes a little wide-eyed a little bit, and then, once you start to work with them, you find out a little bit about their personalities, and you find out they're really cool kids. The biggest thing I try to make sure that they do is take care of their education first. Understand that part and then understand the overall process of what this is all about. And in the last little piece that I try to make sure that they do is understand that you not only are not an ambassador, but you also are an ambassador to some of the little kids that you might have to work with. Be prepared to maybe pay this game forward. That's how it grows.
Yeah. The SEC, Southeastern Conference, is getting a lot of play right now in softball and all sports, but in softball, Pac-12's always, Pac-10 always kind of had the name. But it's probably kind of cool for you to be so close to Michigan, where softball is gigantic.
Yes, and we've sent some to Pac-10. Matter of fact, we just sent one last year. She was going to Stanford. And again, we send them all over. I mean, I look at, we send them to Ivy League, we send them to ACC, SEC, Big Ten, Pac-10. Again, we don't try to limit our kids in regards to what their dreams are, and we try to get into tournaments like these so that they can be able to showcase it against a lot of those talents and be able to get in front of those coaches and maybe that coach see a value in them.
So a lot of kids are trying to get opportunities to go to college here at this event, recruiting opportunities. But even a step before that, a lot of young players are trying to find their way onto a competitive team.
Correct.
So whether it's in Michigan, where you're at, or any state across the country, what advice do you have for maybe the parents too, but a player, if they're playing at a level where they're not quite at that travel ball level yet, but they think they might have it? What do you need to do to take that step, or what do you recommend to get that next opportunity?
Well, first of all, it's internal. You got to believe. You got to believe that you have something that you can bring to the table in this sport. You got to love the game first. And once you love the game enough, you'll find a way to make things happen. And then as parents, you got to see their vision. And then try to just not necessarily interfere with that vision, but keep that vision alive based on them actually putting in the kind of work they need in order to get where they need to be. And again, it's like anything else. When you go to school, you try to learn different things from a book, right? You try to get the coaching necessary in order to be able to let that kid grow in this game.
That's good advice. Tommy Walker with Finesse Softball. Good luck with the rest of the week of competition on the diamond and moving forward with your program, too. We appreciate all your participation in Triple Crown events.
Thank you so very much. I enjoy it. Thank you so much.